We all think of A Christmas Carol as this classic holiday story, right? But Charles Dickens had something bigger in mind. He said he wanted to raise the ghost of an idea. And that idea, it's all about the anatomy of human change. So today, we're going to peel back the layers and see how this ghost story literally dissects and rebuilds a man's soul right from the pages of the book. Okay, so the story kicks off with this amazing line. Marley was dead to begin with. I mean, think about that. It's not some fairy tale once upon a time. Nope. It's a fact. It's stated like it's from a legal document. Dickens is basically telling us, hey, pay attention. The crazy stuff that's about to happen, it's happening in our world. He's grounding this ghost story in cold, hard reality. All right, so the stage is set. Now, let's meet our guy, Ebenezer Scrooge. And the first thing Dickens does is give us a really clear diagnosis of what's wrong with this man's frozen heart. And Dickens doesn't just, say Scrooge was a mean guy. No way. He hits us with this barrage of words. Squeezing, wrenching, grasping, scraping. You can almost feel it, right? This is a guy who is actively sucking all the warmth out of the world. He's not just lonely. He's solitary as an oyster, completely sealed off. This isn't a bad mood. It's like a permanent winter he carries inside him. And this right here, this is the core conflict of the whole story, laid out perfectly. On one side, you've got Scrooge, who sees everything through a business ledger. Christmas? It's just a day for paying bills without money. But then you have his nephew, Fred, who sees it as a time for kindness and opening up those shut-up hearts. It's this total clash between cold, hard cash and warm human connection. And that sets up everything. And then we get this. This is probably one of the most chilling lines in all of literature. Seriously, think about what he's saying. This isn't just a grumpy old man. This is a philosophy. He's literally reducing human beings to numbers on a spreadsheet. The poor aren't people, they're just surplus population. This line shows us just how far gone he is, totally detached from humanity. Okay, so we've established exactly who Scrooge is. Now, it's time for the intervention. And let me tell you, it doesn't start with a gentle tap on the shoulder. It starts with something terrifying. So the first ghost to show up isn't some random spirit. It's his old business partner, Jacob Marley. And this is just brilliant storytelling. Why? Because Marley is basically Scrooge's reflection. He's a walking, talking, chain-rattling version of Scrooge's own future. So when Scrooge is terrified, he's not just scared of a ghost. He's looking in a mirror and seeing his own horrible fate. And listen to what Marley says here. This is so important. He's not saying some god punished him. He says, I wear the chain I forged in life. He made it himself, link by link. And what's it made of? Cash boxes, ledgers, all the stuff from his business. He's making it crystal clear. The things we do every single day, the choices we make, that's what builds our future, for better or for worse. And this is maybe the core message of the entire book. Scrooge tries to defend his old partner, saying, but you were always a good man of business. And Marley's ghost just screams back at him, completely redefining the word. He says, mankind was my business. Charity, mercy, helping people, that was his real business. All the money stuff, that was just a drop in the ocean. What a powerful idea. So the warning has been delivered, and Marley lays out the game plan. This isn't going to be random. It's a structured program, almost like therapy. You're going to get 3 visits from 3 spirits. It's organized. It has a purpose. And it is Scrooge's absolute last chance to avoid forging a chain just like Marley's. All right on schedule, the first spirit shows up. This is the ghost of Christmas past, and its job is basically to be a spiritual archaeologist, to dig deep into Scrooge's past and find the person who's buried under all that misery. And where's the first stop? It's not some big, dramatic moment of sin. No, it's his old, lonely schoolhouse. The spirit takes him right back to this powerful image of a lonely little boy. It's going straight for the root cause of all his isolation, that feeling of being neglected and all alone. And what happens when he sees this? Scrooge, the man who is hard and sharp as flint, he actually cries. He sobs. This is the very first crack we see in that tough exterior. It proves that the lonely little kid is still in there somewhere, buried deep down. You can see the process is starting to work. So from that deep loneliness, the spirit gives him some emotional whiplash and pivots straight to pure joy. He shows him this amazing Christmas party thrown by his old boss, Fezziwig. And this isn't just about a fun party. It's a whole different model for how to live, how to run a business, a world just full of warmth and happiness, all because of one kind person. And you know who says this? Scrooge himself. It's amazing. He's defending his old boss, and in doing so, he spells out this incredible truth that the current Scrooge has totally forgotten. He realizes that a boss has the power to make your life good or bad, and that the happiness Fezziwig gave was worth more than a fortune. He's remembering that real power isn't about money, it's about making other people happy. Okay, so the ghost has reminded him of the good times. Now it's time for the painful part. He takes Scrooge to the memory that really stings. The big one. The moment he stood at a fork in the road and chose the wrong path. And these are the just heartbreaking words from his fiancée, Belle, as she's breaking up with him. She sees it so clearly. She tells him, "Another idol has displaced me, a golden one." She knows he started to worship money more than he loves her. Gain has become his passion, and there's just no more room for her in his heart. And just when you think it can't get any worse, the spirit twists the knife. It shows him Belle, years later, happy with a husband and a beautiful family, and that's the final blow. It's not just about losing her. It's seeing the entire life of love and laughter and family that he could have had, the life he literally traded for a dusty old office. And this is the moment we see it's working. After seeing Fezziwig's kindness and the beautiful life he lost with Belle, his past suddenly clicks with his present. For the very first time, he feels empathy for someone else. He thinks about his clerk, Bob Cratchit, and he actually wishes he could be kinder to him. It's a tiny little thing to say, but it's a huge step. The first ghost has done its job. So, Scrooge has been forced to look in the mirror, to see the kid he once was and the man he became. You can feel the ice around his heart starting to thaw just a little. But remember, this was only phase one. The real question is, now that he's seen his past, can he handle seeing the consequences of his present?